Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Garoppolo. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins 1st down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
A run with Mostert up the middle. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Tua sets up to pass it. Hauled in by Anderson, left side. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. The first down line at the 34 here on third down. Here's Tua. It completes it once more to Anderson. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. They'll try it now with Mostert. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Good spot on the field to go for it. Kind of no man's land, as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter is telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow. Might be too far for the field goal, so it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway.
Tua now on first down. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Wilson's got it complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. First and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20, 10, 5, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Still in the first quarter, but what a great start for them. I mean, they've controlled the airways, Charles, on both sides. They had the passing touchdown. Then they intercept the pass of the other squad and take it back for another score.
Brandon, I know we have a ton of time left, but what an early backbreaker they just delivered. They're up early, and they appear to be totally dialed in. And that offense, they're forced to run right back out. Still shaking up a bit, but feeling the pressure to put something on the scoreboard. They've got to be careful here.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Tagovailoa trying again after the pick six. And the Raiders have got him. Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Tua, he's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Raheem Mostert, 78 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
Yeah, we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Play action. Garoppolo. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 42-yard line. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And down to the 36-yard line here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. The Raiders at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On play action, it's Garoppolo. And he's got his big tight end here. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response. Here we go.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's Jacobs from the gun. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Jacobs will cross the line. He's in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Did my eyes deceive me, or was that an I formation play that was just run there for a touchdown?
Little old school eye.
How about that? Was that a fullback, tailback, running it into the end zone?
Well, that's what that fullback's for, right? That's why you use that. Let him pave the way.
Oh, without a doubt. He's an extra blocker, and he did his job well on that play.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
38.
Second down, here's Mostert again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Blue striker.
On 2nd and 11 now. Tua. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 38-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Fight, 97. Black shot.
Tua going to throw. Getting the ball to Anderson here on the out route. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Back to the running game with Mostert. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to pass. Tua. Well, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. And the Raiders will take over here at their own 14-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And that is a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Garoppolo now. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here at half number 1.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. A short kick taken at the 18, and they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or two. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory, right at the 40.
62 blaster.
From the gun, a run with Mostert. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On play action, here's Tua. Dancing to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 28. It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. They faked the handoff. Now Tua. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Steps away to his left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on second down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Now Tua. Over the middle, complete. It's Hill. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a first and goal.
Tua, fast pass outside, complete. Only a yard in the completion. It's second and goal.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house. So they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
Gotta figure this is one they need here on third and goal. Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. Tua now, third and goal. And it's caught. Touchdown, Dolphins. Raheem Mostert with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Dolphins are back within a score. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a third and about 2.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On third down, here comes Jacobs. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
11, 21, here we go.
On first down, Garoppolo. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll bring up second down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one a first down pickup of 8. Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Garoppolo. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's caught here by Adams. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 42. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 42-yard line. Garoppolo. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this one is incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Garoppolo again. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 21. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
A great job there, and that old cliche, take it where the defense gives you, comes right into play. Nothing too out of the ordinary about the throw. Just a little dump off over the middle. But what is out of the ordinary is what he did with it after the catch. Not only did he grab the ball, but how about the significant yardage he picked up after he pulled it in.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. And this is caught at the 8. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Here's Jacobs. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. 59 yards on the ground for him so far.
That's a great run right there on first down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
Jacobs again, but he will not get to the goal line. In fact, he won't get to the line of scrimmage as they push him back to the 2. Garoppolo now on 3rd and goal. Being chased out left. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
They go with Jacobs. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. The extra point by Carlson up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Buying time to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
It's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we? No. Because ordinarily that happens.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are right back in this football game. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. He'll look to throw. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield.
And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46.
Fourth down, fourth quarter. Here's Tua.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on fourth down. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Garoppolo looks to throw.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that fourth down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
Tagovailoa.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Tua. He'll swing this out to Mostert.
And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Tua.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So he stopped for no gain, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Now Tua.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, wide open, complete. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Time definitely of the essence now, just under a minute to play, and here we go. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And it's the Raiders that'll come up with it. And that will put victory in sight for the silver and black. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And kicks into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
To throw is Garoppolo. He hits Adams complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Back to throw, Garoppolo. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Garoppolo to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Now Garoppolo. That is caught. And the Raiders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for Las Vegas, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, it's loss number 3 for them on the year. And they will be at home next week to take on the New York Giants. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.